FTX says Cloudflare is experiencing an outage, and so FTX and many other sites are going to be hard to access for many users, which was pretty hilarious because if you looked at the kind of the price of it going up, it went up until those came into play, and then it kind of went back down, right? So these outages, I was like, man, I don't really believe the outages, right? We're just going to say that Cloudflare is experiencing an outage. So I did look it up, and TechCrunch did report and say that a Cloudflare outage on Tuesday knocked out numerous popular websites, including major crypto exchanges FTX, Bitfinex, and OKX, raising questions about the security of centralized crypto platforms. Obviously, we're always going to be worried about the security of centralized platforms, right? But security in crypto in general, all Cloudflare is, and this is kind of like, because I used to utilize Cloudflare a lot. All Cloudflare is a DNS provider, right? So all it does is take whatever you type in the top address bar and translate that into a public server IP address and then present you with the website. So it's kind of weird that it would just completely take it offline, in my opinion. But let's see what the site has to say. The CEO of OKX, which saw 1.47 billion in trading volume in the past 24 hours, tweeted asking for a Web3 alternative in the future after the company's website was hit by Cloudflare services issues. Now, as far as like Web3 solving this and so on, technically, Cloudflare has been participating in Web3 versions of this, and it's called IPFS. This has been around for quite a few years now. There are other Web3 options, yes. There are, unstoppable domains, stuff like that. But to say that that integration is not available in Cloudflare, or that particular method isn't available in Cloudflare, again, then coming from the CEO, is quite crazy, and I would be more worried about the technical savviness of the team at OKX than I would be with them moving to Web3 alternatives, okay? There are alternatives within Cloudflare that could probably help here, is what I'm saying. FTX, the world's second largest crypto exchange, briefly went into post-only trading mode when it became inaccessible during the outage, the firm tweeted. The mode ensures an order to be placed only if it's an order by a maker, which is someone who sets a price to buy or sell. And that is interesting. So not only did FTX have a post-only trading mode, okay, so it did maintain the post-only trading mode. Got it, okay. Block Explorer, Etherscan, and crypto exchange Bitfinex also tweeted about their website being unavailable. Many services affected by the Cloudflare incident were back online within 2 hours. The scale of losses caused by the outage is still unclear, but advocates of decentralization have long warned of the risk of keeping one's funds on centralized crypto exchanges. Now, we've talked about this before. This isn't just DNS, right? Okay, is not just a problem for centralized exchanges. Believe me, I'm the first that would love to bash on centralized exchanges at every turn I can take, but this is not one that you can do that, because from a technical perspective, a lot of your DeFi websites are utilizing traditional DNS. It all uses the same technology. This is just the growing pains of decentralization to a certain extent, right? We talked about this before with the downtime of QuickSwap, right? What were they using? Well, they weren't even using Cloudflare. They were using GoDaddy, but it's traditional DNS. They moved to Cloudflare and implemented the services on Cloudflare that I'm referring to. So this isn't a centralized exchange problem. This is just a DNS problem. So it's very disappointing that TechCrunch would even try to push this whole narrative of centralized crypto exchanges being the problem here, when that's not really what the problem is here, okay? It's very frustrating, which act as escrows for customers and tout their more user-friendly features. They are more akin to traditional banks or asset exchanges, which are regulated in the jurisdictions they are permitted to operate. While centralized exchanges are held accountable by regulators, some argue that they are more susceptible to hacks because they are responsible for large volumes of trades and store most of them on their own servers. On the other hand, users who conduct peer-to-peer transactions automated by smart contracts are supposed to be at reduced security risk, because even when the decentralized exchange is hacked, the funds are in users' self-custodian wallets. And that's fair, but when we're talking about just websites going down from DNS, it doesn't really have anything to do with a hacker getting into the servers, right? So Cloudflare having issues with the service, right, is not the same as a hacker getting into the physical servers of the service. And so this move to basically try to take the argument that Cloudflare services being, causing service interruptions for centralized exchanges automatically means that we should be worried about hackers on the centralized exchanges doesn't make any sense. And I would really highly recommend that you guys, especially TechCrunch here, that you do some more research, Rita. All right, Rita? This is a very poorly written article because now you're just misleading people. I would love to join your side in the crusade against centralized exchanges. But logically, you make no sense here, and it's a completely off-base article. You're not going to convince anybody, because any IT guy that reads this is going to think you're a dummy. All right? Because I think you're a dummy. All right, we're done. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Morning Show every Monday through Friday, 7:45 a.m. Pacific and 10:45 a.m. Eastern Time. You can check out more clips here, or if you're interested in checking out the entire live show, you can check that out down here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday.